alongside my partner Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And CD, you look at the Packers in this matchup, but with how good they have been, it's not often that we can say they come into a game truly facing a challenge. But Charles, that's the case this week.
Absolutely. What a challenge it is, because they're now coming into this one and they don't exactly have a clear advantage, something that they usually possess in every game they play with the way that they throw the football. I can't wait to see if they change things, if they emphasize different things than we've seen throughout this season, how they go about trying to move the ball downfield.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. And here comes the winner of the last 2 NFL MVP awards, Aaron Rodgers, as he brings his Packers out for their first series of the game.
But when I reviewed last week's game and saw the 4 touchdown passes that he threw, I thought about you during the Turkey Bowl last year.
Yeah,
you guys
right.
had the same stats, except he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award with his.
Well, he got touchdowns, I got picks. I like going back watching the film with you, and we thought it was a good performance in person. Obviously it was, but you thought even better on tape. It was really something to watch.
Yeah, but I love was how he spread it around. A lot of people involved in the passing offense. 4 touchdown passes culminated it. It's hard to believe as he gets that first down, but Sammy Watkins is in his 9th NFL season, and he still hasn't even turned 30 yet. Plenty of tread left on the tires to be a contributor, like he has been with 4 teams over his first 8 years in the league.
Rodgers' throw taken in by Watkins here. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Rodgers now to throw. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Rodgers again now. This one swung out here to Jones. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 9 yards is the loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers. And this is caught by Watkins. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 31-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. They're going to run the jet sweep. It's Cobb with it. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Getting to the ball that time was Jeremy Chinn. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Now Jones. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll try again with Jones. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Johnson's kick is good.
And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over.
Leading them out, the third-year player from Oklahoma by way of Alabama, Jalen Hurts.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally. Kept the ball clean and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though, they trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Jets in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they coming off their very first loss of the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins and take it and throw it right out the window, right? But let's face it, not many teams talk about that or even have interest in it. All they want to do right now is bounce back after that loss.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. 2nd and 6. They'll give it to Samuel.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
They go play action with Hurts.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Jalen Hurts
with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Jets have moved out in front.
Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Well, we had a pair of division rivalries in primetime last weekend, Week 5, and we've got another pair of good ones coming up here in Week 6. Starting tonight, Cowboys and Eagles from Philly on Sunday night. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football has the Broncos and Chargers from SoFi. That's going to be a lot of fun, no doubt. Kickoff 5:15 local time for that one out in Southern California.
A gain of 3, second down. Throwing is Rodgers.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
19 tight. 18
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Out of the gun.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Packers pick it up. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's work done. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. That is caught by Cobb. And it's a Packer touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Packers have retaken the lead. Well, what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs. If you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this with PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Oh, he makes the catch off the tip by the safety.
Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
24 yards to gain there, another first down as well. Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to them, and it's paying off.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Second and 4. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been played at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the safety, Jaquiski Tartt. And the Packers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on fourth down, but you're in the red zone, have 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on fourth down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
That one into the hands of Watkins downfield.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground.
And this will be a Packers first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the...
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Well, the Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw.
He's going to look deep for more.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Hurts.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 42. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it's good for a New York first down. They'll send Brown in motion right.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
They'll roll him out right. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris.
And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 23.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Meanwhile, Rodgers throw into the hands of Cobb.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, given 14.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Rodgers now on first down. He's got to hook up to Lazard. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Now it's Rodgers over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that tough. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
He's going deep for Brown. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 59 yards.
And the Jets have taken the lead here this third quarter. When today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you can just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Yeah, and that throw, my goodness, and even 70 yards through the air. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Now the Packers get set to go.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
It was the 2nd straight season of 9 sacks for Brian Burns, who continues to ascend as one of the league's best young pass rushers.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rodgers wide open as Watkins. He's got him. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. Back now at Lambeau. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Rodgers.
Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. To throw is Rodgers. And this is caught by Watkins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st? Throwing now is Rodgers. Again, that's Watkins. And it's a Packers touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Packers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
And New York set to take the field.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
They'll send Brown in motion right.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
He's going to look deep for more. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say, that was a game-saving play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Hurts.
And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard.
And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll send Brown in motion right.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He's back to throw. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
On 1st and 10, it's Samuel.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses have a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw is made. Where's the catch? Got to catch it.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Curtis Samuel
with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets put together a fourth-quarter drive to take the lead.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now Rodgers in the path, down 21-17, 1:07 remaining. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw. Caught by Cobb. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Back to throw. Rodgers.
Pass complete. Tonyan.
A gain of 5. Good enough for the 1st down. Now Rodgers.
Able to find Jones. At 5 yards. Not going to cut it here. That clock continues to run.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. To throw is Rodgers. Incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his helmet. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. all focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Now Rodgers got to have this one. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. A new lease on life after the fourth down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Down to their last chance now. This is going to have to be a heave for the end zone and just hope for a miracle.
And I don't sit back with everyone back defending. I've got to have somebody rushing the quarterback. Don't make it easy for him to set up and throw the ball all the way downfield.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for the Jets, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the